Jon Ng here, Lost Coast Outfitters ambassador. I just got hooked up with some really sweet gear to take on my trip to Hawaii. So we're here at the Golden Gate Angling Club. It's foggy morning. I have to go to work pretty soon. But I really want to test out these lines before I head out. I want to share some of my first impressions. The weather's not perfect for these lines, obviously. These are tropical ones. I'm going bone fishing in Hawaii. So there's going to be a lot of line memory. And I just loaded this one up last night with the Rio Directcore in a 9-weight flats pro. And I'm going to have to stretch it out because there's going to be a lot of line memory. The way that they're designed is with a really hard monofilament core to warm up in the warm waters of tropical fishing habitats. And then on my right side here is the Rio Bonefish Quickshooter. Actually, this is the mystery line. I haven't done a lot of research on it, but from the sounds of it, it's probably going to load pretty quick so I can take some shots and move the fly really quickly if I see some bonefish creeping up behind me or on my side. So I'm going to stretch these lines out. All right. So in my hand right now, I have the Rio Directcore Flats Pro. Definitely shoots line pretty well, but see how flat this line lays out? I stretched it out with the same amount of pressure that I stretched out this Rio Quickshooter bonefish. But you can see how much memory there is on it. I didn't even reel it back in onto my large arbor reel. So I'm going to just strip it back into where the colored line meets the sand and just to recast it. I'm going to start here. And I have about 70 feet of line off the reel right now. Shoots really well. So this is the Quickshooter that I'm casting right now. It's got this pretty cool aqua blue. Should be good high vis when you're out stalking some flats. So let's see again. So this is going to be a good example of not having line memory. See how straight that is? If it's straight, I can shoot the line out. So I've stripped in all the way to this orange part of the head. Looks like it's about halfway in the rear. So that should be kind of my sweet spot for casting. So I should be able to strip it in pretty close, do a nice up-close cast if there's a bonefish moving in close, lay it down very soft. And I'm using the clear intermediate 6-foot tip on this one, and it's actually laying down softer than I thought it would. I thought that the clear intermediate was gonna slap, but it's pretty darn soft for those spooky bonefish out in Hawaii. So this line builds a lot of line speed. I think that it feels a lot thicker than the Quickshooter. It feels a little heavier. I would think that it would lay down kind of hard and spook fish, but it's not too bad. I could definitely tell that this is going to be a line that shoots through stronger winds better than this Bonefish Quickshooter. The Bonefish Quickshooter might be better for less windy conditions. But if you're a new caster, I'd say that you're going to have a lot more feel with this Flats Pro line, especially with the clear tip. All right, let's do one more comparison with the Rio Bonefish Quickshooter. Definitely feels softer to hand. Got to slow down the cast a little bit. Shoots line great. So much line speed at a 70-foot cast that it kind of reverbs back. So let me try to lay one out pretty straight. When I caught that bonefish last year, it was about a 70-foot cast. Saw them coming in towards me at around 11 o'clock, moving towards my 5 o'clock. Let's try to redo that again. Strip in to the blue. Let's try to lay it out. Shoots. All right, cool. I think that's enough for these lines. What do you think?